So I've been playing some Space Engineers, and I developed a mining ship that I really like and I wanted to share. So I'm calling it the Rockworm. What it is just a cockpit here. It's got a medium cargo bay right behind it. A light needs two small reactors inside of it. It's just enough power. It's got some armor plates for reinforcements. A bunch of the mini miners, the small miners. Then on there, right behind the medium cargo bay, is a rotator with another medium cargo bay. And then I have 4 mini miners on there with conveyors, another rotator with a medium cargo bay, more miners and conveyors, and a connector at the end. Now this thing just burrows through rock like nothing else. So what you do is you go inside of it, and I have all these groups set up. First thing I do is I'm going to turn on my rotators at the back. So they're all one group. One rotates faster than the other because it gets the initial rotation as well. So I'll turn them on and just turn up their speed. I put them at about 12. That seems to be good enough. And then I just pick a spot in a rock. It doesn't even matter where. I can go basically just hold down the forward button into it and turn on my stuff, and away it goes. And it'll just kind of eat through this. Like at full speed, it'll destroy everything. Oh, if I go straight at it, there we go. So it's just going to go inside of this rock, and it's going to create a ridiculous tunnel. And it's just going to keep going and going and going. I don't have to do anything. All I'm doing is holding down forward. It's going to try and go as full speed as it can. It just barely peaks out into overload sometimes on the power usage. But most of the time it's around 95%. And it's just going to keep going and going. The rotators at the back are picking stuff up as well. Because of the miners that are on there, you just keep going and going. You create these really nice, smooth tunnels throughout all the asteroids, and I've just been digging through them, and it's great. Like, I'll get through this asteroid really shortly. I should be almost through it now. As you can see, it looks like I might be coming up on the station on the other side. I'm not trying to aim or anything at all. Looks like I came out and it's just kind of rotating me back into it. We'll see where it takes me out. That could be bad. I'm going to try and steer down a little. It just kind of glitches out a little bit when we're moving. You can see through the rock sometimes, which I guess is kind of convenient when you're trying to avoid something like, you know, your station home. And should be coming out now, hopefully. There we go. Out. Nice and clear. All done. And like the hole that we just made, where did we come out of? Down here. Like, look at this. Like, this is a crazy tunnel that we can just kind of go through. Like, I've just been eating through this asteroid a couple times, made a few trips through it. This is just on the... I just jumped into creative mode to see this real quick because I thought about it, and I'm like, that could really work because I found out what a rotator was. And yeah, just kind of digging holes in this entire thing all over the place. You can just kind of see where I go through and I make these crazy, ridiculous holes. Hey, look, I cut through. There's some intersecting points, it looks like. I think this is where I came up at one point and it kind of turned around. So it just hollows it out, right? I'm turning this entire place into a cavern. and it just eats everything up. It's amazing. I like it. So I wanted to share that with you. It's the rock worm. That's what I'm gonna call it, because it makes these cool little wormholes.